Okay, nicely a little bit more with the mask.
Oh, it's a
So I'm going to sit on a little blanket just to ease my hips slightly. So you can find a nice comfortable position. Have a little wiggle about, get those sit bones planted down towards the floor. And then you take a deep breath in, you're going to lengthen the crown of your head towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, softly close your eyes and just feel those shoulders melting down away from your ears. Rest your hands wherever is comfortable for you. And let's have a little check-in with how we're feeling this morning. So physically, we sweep our awareness up to the crown of our head, and then we start to bring it down over our forehead. Our eyes are just gently closed, and a scrunching between the eyebrows and the corner of the eyes. And then we bring that awareness down over our cheeks, past our nostrils, to our lips and our jaw. So try and have your jaw so your teeth are slightly parted, just relaxing it slightly, making sure we're not holding on to any tension in the jaw. And then from there, we bring our awareness down to the hollow of the throat and then out across to each shoulder. We want to ensure that our shoulders are lengthened down away from our ears, but nice and relaxed. Arms just resting wherever is comfortable for you, and then checking in with the length of our spine. We want it nice and tall, but not forcing it, not arching it, not rounding it. And then we come down to the hips, past the thighs, just gently opening to wherever is comfortable. If you're not comfortable with your legs crossed, you can have your legs out in front. If at any point you become uncomfortable, just change how you're sitting. We're settling in, bringing ourselves onto our mat, ready for our practice today. So you're going to draw all of your awareness now up to the crown of your head and then bring it back down towards your nostrils. We're going to check in with our breath today. So just follow your natural breath to begin with. Just notice where you're breathing. Notice where your breath sits. Is it sitting in the chest or the belly? Is it short or long? Just witnessing and observing our natural breath. We're going to gradually start to lengthen our breath, coming into our yogic breath. So I want you to expand your belly as you take a deeper breath in, and then draw that breath all the way up into the lungs. As you exhale, the chest gently softens, the ribs come back in, the belly goes back. So find the rhythm of your breath. A long, slow inhale, followed by a long, slow exhale. So I want you to feel that you're bringing this energy into the body and filling yourself up, almost filling yourself up like a glass of milk or water. And then as you exhale, you're gently releasing any tiredness, any tension, or any stress. So we draw this wonderful energy in, drawing it from all around us. We let our body send that energy wherever it is needed today. And then as we exhale, we feel our body release. Lovely. Keeping your eyes closed, on your next inhale, just lift your chin up towards the ceiling, lengthening through the front of the throat. As you exhale, chin comes down towards the chest. Good. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in, expand the belly. As you exhale, softly open your eyes and take your gaze downwards. You're going to link your hands together, lacing the fingers even. Placing them palms up in your lap. Keep looking at your palms, and on your inhale, bring them up to chest height. So lengthen them forwards. And then as you exhale, softly drop those shoulders down. I'm going to pull away with the fingers, keeping the arms nice and relaxed. Just start to feel that stretch over the tops of the shoulders. Lovely. Take a deep breath in, take it up over the head. Think of a ballerina, keep the arms round. And then exhale, slot those shoulder blades back down again. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling as we lengthen. And then release the arms, fingertips down towards the floor. Good. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, turn and look over your left shoulder. Good. Slowly inhale back towards the centre. And then gently look over your right shoulder. Inhale back towards the centre and then drop your left ear to your left shoulder. So just let your head hang over to the side, the weight of your head gently stretching out through the right side of the neck. You can keep it here if that's enough, or if you prefer, you can take your arm out to the side, reaching away with those fingertips as if you're trying to touch something just out of your reach. Good, nice long breaths, drawing it all the way up, and exhale. Lovely, gently lower the hand down if it's lifted, bring your head up towards the centre, take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, just drop your opposite ear to the shoulder. So notice if you've got any stiffness, one side often feels different to the other. And then gently, if you want, you can reach your fingertips out to the side, but keep them low. Feel that stretch all the way down the side of the neck. Good, nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Lovely, bring those fingertips down to the floor, bring your head up towards the centre, turn your palms upwards. Let's lift up some of that energy with our breath as we stretch, and then palms down, bring your hands back down to the floor. We're going to lift up this time, we're going to hold it up, lengthening up, relax your shoulders down, keep your gaze forwards. Good. Bring your left hand down to the floor, just next to your hip, and lengthen through the right side of the body before coming into a side bend. So it's more up than over, reaching out through the body. Nice deep breaths here, and exhale. Good, sweep forwards, so bring the arm forwards, lean forwards, and then bring your right hand next to your hip. Good, palms upwards, take a deep breath in, stretch up, leave them up, relax your shoulders down. Bring your right hand forward, what side I've done, down to your hip, and then lengthen through the left for our side bend. Good, reaching up from the waist through the ribs, all the way up to the tips of the fingers. We take a deep breath in here, we're going to sweep, lean forwards, bring the arm round, gently towards the hips. Good, take a deep breath in, stretch up, bring your palms together, and then down in front of the heart space. Lengthening with your breath, we're going to twist to the left. So we take our left elbow back, our right elbow forwards. Now you can hold it here with your hands in prayer position, or you can bring your right hand to your left thigh and your left hand to the floor, just gently helping supporting your twist. Good, gently pulling back with that left shoulder blade, feeling that twist from the waist, trying to keep your thighs relaxed. Bring your hands back up into prayer position, back towards the centre, and hold it here. So same on the other side. Nice lengthening breath on our inhale. As we exhale, we twist round to the right. Either keeping the hands in prayer position or gently lowering your left hand to your right thigh, your right hand to the floor, just for a little bit of support in your twist. Take a nice long breath in here. And exhale. Good. Inhale, the hands come back to prayer position. We gently come back towards the centre. Take a deep breath in, stretch all the way up, and then circle the arms all the way around. Lovely. You're going to slowly roll forwards, come on to all fours into your tabletop position. If you need a blanket under your knees, that's fine. So, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, tops of the feet on the mat. That might have been a little bit early, removing a layer. Got a little bit foggy there. So, we're going to come into a nice, slow cat-cow. So, from here, as you inhale, gently tilt your sit bones up and bring your heart space towards me. As you exhale, pull the belly up, round through the back, chin to the chest, look back towards the knees. So inhale, we gently tilt up the sit bones, open our heart space. As we exhale, chin to the chest, squeeze underneath, press the floor away. So inhale and lengthen. Now you're going to find the rhythm with your breath, with your movement. You can make this movement as big or as small as your spine needs it today. So I like to go nice and small, nice and controlled, and really feel each individual vertebrae slowly warming up. We're going to do this one more time in each direction. and then we come back to our neutral spine. So nice flat back, drawing up through that navel. I'm going to take my knees a little bit wider, big toes touch together. We come into a nice wide child's pose, slowly easing backwards. Now you can bring your head down to the floor, to your hands, wherever feels comfortable for you. But I want you to draw those elbows back so there's no pressure on your shoulders. You're drawing your shoulder blades down your spine and lengthening your shoulders away from your ears. And then as you breathe here, feel the expansion in the belly, feeling that opening all around your lower back, all around the organs around your lower back as well, so the kidneys, your adrenal glands, just opening up, sending energy there with your breath. And on each exhale, really feel yourself just sink down into the support beneath you. Long, slow breaths in, long, slow breaths out. Lovely, let's press into those hands, lift ourselves up, bring your head off the floor, reach your arms forwards. You're going to lengthen yourself up, bring your knees back underneath your hips, and we're just going to prepare for a puppy pose. So you can come down onto your forearms, keeping your bottom over your knees, and just rest here. If you want to take it deeper, you can lengthen your arms forwards and start to push your chest down towards the floor. So you'll feel an opening in the shoulders, you'll feel a stretch through the spine. You can either keep your chin on the mat or your head, or you can keep it lifted. Just feel that opening between the shoulder blades, wherever is comfortable for you. Good, pressing into the tops of the feet, still nice long breaths. Lovely, let's press into those hands, bring our weight forwards, and now you should find that your wrists are in front of your shoulders. Just a gentle little rock backwards and forwards. And we're going to prepare for our first downward dog. So tuck the toes. If you've got socks on, be careful. Oh, we're all taking those off now. Whenever you're ready, you can take your knees up, you can push your tailbone high, you can allow your head to drop down. So give me a little shake in the head side to side and nod backwards and forwards, and just lower your heels to wherever is comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, bring your knees back down to the mat and push back into an active child. So toes stay tucked, bottom goes back towards the heels, arms stay lengthened out in front as the forehead comes down. Good, nice deep breath in here. And exhale. We're going to do that again. So we bring our weight forwards, we lift our knees into our downward dog, taking the tailbone high, relaxing the head down, and really focus on drawing through that navel, pushing the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Good. Now bend your left knee, keep your right leg straight, and then swap. So straighten the left leg, bend the right leg. And again, so inhale, one leg bends, the other straightens. Exhale, opposite side. Good, slowly. And again, one more time each side. Good, you're going to come down onto your knees into your active child's pose. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Press into the palms. You're going to bring yourself forward. You're going to come back up into your downward dog. So we're going to start to prepare to come into our half lunge. Now you can either come down onto your knees and bring your left leg forwards, or you can lift your left leg up into a three-legged dog and step through. Whichever feels more comfortable for you. Planting the foot, the right knee goes down, top of the foot on the mat. Have you two been practicing still?
Yeah. Still can't do it.
Take a deep breath in here, plant down through those hands. We need to come up on those fingertips. So lift your chest up off that front knee and just look forwards. Push your right hip down towards the floor a little bit. Good, feel that stretch down the front of that thigh. Watch this knee at the front with the ankle. You can wiggle your toes forwards if you need to. Good, nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Good, we're going to come back into a half split. So we start to walk our hands backwards, straightening through that left leg. Keeping the chest high, keeping the bottom high. Fingertips can stay on the floor for a little bit of support. The more intense the stretch if you lift your toes. So my hamstrings are quite tight, so I'm keeping mine down. Good. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. We're going to roll forward and scoop into our half lunge. So we bring the toes down, we lift the arms up, reach forwards and then lengthen up high. Good. Drop those shoulders down. Press down into everything touching the mat and really squeeze that bottom underneath. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Palms together and down in front of the heart space. Remember, we press everything down, we squeeze everything in. Take a deep breath in here. We're going to twist to the left. So the left elbow comes back, the right elbow comes forwards. Hold it here, drop the shoulders, and really squeeze that left knee towards the centre of the mat. Now, you can lengthen your arms out, so take your right arm forwards, your left arm behind, palms down towards the floor. Take a nice deep breath in here, and then lean forwards, bringing your right hand down to the arch of the left foot, and the left arm comes up towards the ceiling. Now, don't put all of your weight down on that right hand. Try and keep up, drawing through the core. Keep drawing that left knee in towards the centre, and then bring your left hand down to the mat. So, plant the hands down, tuck your toes on the right. We're going to come into a runner's lunge, so a low lunge. So I lift up the knee, I push the heel backwards. Good. And think of that nice straight line from the crown all the way to the heel. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Now drop that knee back down. You're going to keep the toe tucked. We're going to step back up into a downward dog. So I slowly lift up, look back towards the feet. Draw the left leg back, lower the heels down. So have a little walk through the feet again here, just gently easing in those hips. And then lift both of your heels, lower them down towards the ground. We're going to do the same on the other side, so you can either bring your knees down and bring your right leg forwards, or you can come into a three-legged dog and step through, making some room, looking back towards the feet, and then drop the left knee down. If it doesn't quite make it, grab the back of the calf, give it a bit of a shove. Fingertips down on the floor, lengthen up, pushing that left hip forwards, just watching that position of the front knee. So really press into the top of that left foot at the back again, and then lengthen and lift up forwards. Good, feeling that stretch from the crown all the way down to the tailbone. Lovely. We're going to come into our half split, so we start to walk our hands backwards, straightening through the right leg. Now draw up through that core, keep that lower back nice and straight, find where it feels right here. So we just want to find the edge of the stretch. Our hamstrings are tight little so try not to overdo it. Lifting the toes to where it feels nice for you. And then we're going to scoot forwards into our half lunge. So we inhale, we come forwards, the hands sweep up, we lengthen all the way up. Relax the shoulders down, tuck that bottom underneath, lengthen through the core. Good, take a deep breath in here, bring your palms together and down in front of the heart space, nice and strong in the hands. Really make that connection here. We're going to twist on our exhale to the right. So lengthening round, we draw the elbows back, twisting from the waist. Make sure you're still squeezing both those thighs together, and then you can lengthen out with the arms. So reaching them out, palms down, drop those shoulders down. Take a nice long breath in here, and then exhale and lean forward. So your left hand comes down, your right hand comes up. Try not to dump the weight on that hand at the front. So reaching all the way up. Lovely. One more breath in here. And then your right hand comes down. Good. So plant your hands evenly at the side of your foot. You're going to tuck your toes on the left. Up into our low lunge. You lift up the back knee. Push away with the heel. And then lengthen through the front of the body. Good. So you've got a straight line, runner's lunge, all the way down the body. Wonderful. Gently let that knee rest down. You're going to come back up into your downward dog. So we plant our hands, we lift the knee, we draw the right leg back, and then have a little wiggle around here in the hips. Good. Nice strong breaths in. And exhale. Now we're going to walk our feet to the front of the mat, coming into a gentle forward fold, planting the feet one at a time, bending the knees as you need to, folding your rib cage over your thighs and letting your arms dangle down. Let the crown of your head dangle down towards the floor and really plant yourself down through all four corners of the feet. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Gently take hold of each opposite elbow. Let the weight of the arms lengthen through the spine. And then bend your left knee. Straighten and bend your right knee. And you softly just rock from side to side. Good. Bring it back towards the centre. Let go of the elbows. Let the arms relax all the way down. Bend your knees, scoop your arms all the way up, pressing through the feet, coming up to standing, lengthening up, palms together, and down in front of the heart space. Good. So take a moment here just to check in with your neutral spine. We want to tuck everything under, we want to squeeze everything in. Yanking up your leggings is optional. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Lovely, nice little palm tree. Lift up, lean to the left, reaching away with the arms. Good. Inhale, up towards the centre, and then gently over to the other side. Lovely, up towards the centre again, palms down in front of the heart space. So I want you to engage through the glutes and the core, a little bit of balancing. So we're going to do alternate knee lifts. Spread the toes, plant them down, really press through the all of the foot. I'm going to lift my left knee up. As I do it, I want to try not to lean over to the side. So slowly and slowly, little bend in the right leg, and then gently drop that down. Nice, good. Do the same on the other side. So you can see yourselves in the mirror unless you're peeking around the corner. And then, gently bring that down. That teaches me to turn my head. So really engage through the core, so the left leg comes up, and then slowly bring that down. Good, and again, this side, we come up, lengthen, and then gently bring that down. Left leg comes up, we're going to hold it. So knees at hip height. I've got no balance today. Now lengthen out through the leg, and then draw it back. And then come into a little tree. So bring the bottom of your foot next to your calf. If you prefer, you can keep your toes on the floor. Remember to engage through the glutes, through the core, lengthen through that spine, and think of your roots going down into the floor. Lovely. Inhale into a knee lift, and then gently lower that down. Wonderful. Take a deep breath in here. Centre yourself, ground yourself on your exhale. So our right knee comes up, we lengthen, knee comes in line, pull through that belly. Lengthen the leg out in front, and then draw it back. We're going to come into our tree, so we open out to the side. Remember, you can always have your toe on the floor. So pressing down through the left foot. Lovely. Inhale, come up. Exhale and lower. Palm tree. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Lean over to the left. Good. Inhale, stretch up. Lean over to the right. Wonderful. Inhale, lift up, palms down in front of the heart space. Left knee comes up, hold it here. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Back into the knee lift. And then drop that down. Take a deep breath in. Stretch up. You're going to lean to the right. Stretching away with the arms. Good. Inhale up towards the centre. And then over towards the left. Lovely. Up towards the centre. Palms down in front of the heart space. We're going to come into our right knee lift. So pressing down through the left foot, we hold it up. Good. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and back. Inhale into our tree as we open out. Planting down through our roots. Good. Inhale into our knee lift. And gently lower down. Good. Lift up your left knee. Make sure you're a little bit nearer the front of your mat. We're going to slowly step back for a high lunge. So I want you to slowly take the leg back and don't take your weight back until the toes are down and then the heel goes down and then you bend through the right leg. Good. Take a deep breath in and stretch up. Cactus arms, open out. Good. Inhale and stretch up. Cactus arms, open out. Now you can keep it here if that's enough. If you want to add a little back bend, you draw the elbows back, opening up the heart space, but tightening through the core, protecting that lower back. Good. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Inhale, straighten up. Palms come together and down in front of the heart space. You're going to lift your back heel and open out for a warrior two. So turning to the left, we drop that heel in. Take a moment to have a little wiggle around in the feet, moving if you need to, and then lengthening your arms along the length of the mat. Looking towards your right middle finger, we want to check in with that front knee, finding the strength in our warrior. Good, really engaging through that back leg. Perfect. Now, from here, we're going to bring our left hand down, our right arm turns over, we reverse our warrior. So keeping the front knee bent, we scoop the arm up and over, and then you're looking up towards the ceiling, past your right elbow, opening through the waist, through the ribs, and reaching those left fingers down the back leg. Good. Keep that front knee bent with the knee over the ankle. You want that weight evenly distributed. Lovely. Nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Lovely. Inhale, come forwards. Lengthen the arms out, reaching all the way. I'm going to lift the arms all the way up and then bring them down behind my back. So clasping my hands together behind my back, thumbs on the tailbone. I'm going to turn my chest towards my right knee. We come into a humble warrior. So your hands can stay in contact with your bottom if that's more comfortable, and you can gently lean forwards. For a more intense stretch, you lift the hands away from the bottom and you bring your chest down. Good. Now keep pressing into both of your feet. Make sure that front knee doesn't wobble. Take a nice long breath in here. And exhale. We're going to scoop up into a warrior one. So I straighten all the way up and then lengthen the arms, bringing them high. Our palms come together and down in front of the heart space. We're going to step up to the front of the mat. So you can do one big one or a couple of little ones. Have a little wiggle around in those hips. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, palms together, and down in front of the heart space. Okay, so knee lift on the right, and then we slowly take our weight backwards, not dropping it back until the toe hits down. High lunge, toe down, heel down, planting the feet down, bending the left leg. Good. Take a deep breath in, stretch up. Cactus arms and open out nice and strong. Take a deep breath in, stretch up again. Cactus arms, we open out. Now if you want to add your back bend, you can, or you can remain upright. So you draw the elbows back, You lengthen from the belly all the way up to the crown, slowly leaning back, activating the core. Good. Inhale, stretch up, palms come together, and down in front of the heart space. So warrior two, you lift up your back heel, you turn to the right, dropping that in, adjusting your feet if you need to, bending through that front knee, and then lengthening out with the arms. Good. Looking towards your left fingertips, feel that lovely opening in the hip, activating down that back leg, pressing the little toe side of the foot into the floor. Lovely. So our right hand comes down, our left arm turns over. Let's reverse our warrior, reaching all the way up, lengthening through the waist, through the ribs, as we look up towards the ceiling past our elbow, reaching that back hand down towards the floor. Good. Nice deep breath in here. It might feel a little bit tighter. And exhale. Lovely. Let's gently come forwards. Reach the arms all the way out. Good. You're going to lift the arms all the way up and then bring them down behind the back. So clasping the hands together, pushing your palms together, thumbs in line with the tailbone, drawing your shoulders back, and then you turn your chest towards me and come into your humble warrior. So you can just lean forwards, keeping the hands in contact, or you can lift them up and away as you come down. Good. Drawing up through the core, keep the weight even in both feet. Feel the strength here. Now use those arms to pull you up and then release and come into a warrior one. Reach the arms up, relax the shoulders down. Good. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, palms together and down in front of the heart space. You're going to step up to the front of the mat. Now I'm going to try and remember both of those sections, putting them together. So if you want to grab a quick drink, now's a good time. Walk.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. Plant those down. Squeeze bum, squeeze belly. Take a deep breath in, palm tree. We're going to lean over to the left. Reaching away with the arms. Good. Inhale up towards the centre. Exhale over to the other side. Lovely. Up towards the centre. Our palms come together and down in front of the heart space. Left knee, we reach up, engaging through that core. Exhale here. Good. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and back. Open out for your tree. So planting that foot, really making that connection between the foot and the calf. Inhale back into your knee lift. Lift up. Exhale and slowly lower down. Take a deep breath in, stretch up, and lean over towards the right. Good. Inhale, back up towards the centre, and over towards the left. Good. Inhale, up towards the centre, and palms down in front of the heart space. Lifting up through the right knee, come into your knee lift, find that balance here. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and draw that back. Good. Open out for your tree. The foot plants in. We open out through the hip. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Good. Inhale, lift up through the knee. And then gently lower down. Good. Left knee comes up. We slowly lower back. Pushing our weight backwards. Before the toe goes down, heel goes down, find your high lunge. We take a deep breath in, reach up, cactus arms, we open out. Good. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, cactus arms. Good. Coming into your back bend if you want. Opening your heart space, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Good. Inhale and lengthen. Palms together and down in front of the heart Warrior Two, we lift the heel, we turn to the right, opening all the way out. Lengthen through the arms, turn your head towards your right fingertips, palms down towards the floor. Reverse your warrior, reaching up and over, lengthening that heart space. So keep pressing into that front knee, lengthening down the back leg. Feel that opening all the way through the body. Use your breath to come back up, lengthening through, reaching the arms out long. Arms come up, we lengthen, and then round behind the back, clasping the hands together. Turning for a humble warrior as we reach the arms up and gently lean forwards. Good. Use the arms to pull you up into our Warrior One. We release and scoop them high. Lengthen with the arms. Your palms come together and down in front of the heart space. Step up to the front. The feet come together. Relax the shoulders down. Lift your right foot. Slowly step back for your high lunge. Toe goes down, heel goes down. Good. Take a deep breath in, push up. Nice strong cactus arms. Open out in the chest. And again, inhale and lift up. Exhale and open. Hold it here, adding your heart opener, adding your back bend if you want. Really tightening through that core. Good. Inhale, lengthen up. Palms come together and down in front of the heart space. So Warrior Two, we lift the heel, we open out to the side, lengthening through the arms, squeezing that bottom underneath, finding the strength here. Reversing our warrior, we draw our hand back as we open all the way through. Keep pressing down into both feet, opening all the way, taking your gaze up high. Good. Come forwards back into your Warrior Two as we lengthen the arms out. We lift the arms up, bringing the hands round behind the back. Good. Clasp the hands, lengthen through the arms, and turn for your humble warrior. Remember, you've got the option here just to gently lean forwards, keeping the hands in line with the bottom. Good. Inhale, lengthen up, release the hands for a Warrior One. Our arms come up. Take a nice deep breath in here. Palms together and down in front of the heart space. Good. Step up to the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in, lengthen, forward fold. Bend your knees as you need to, as you gently come down. Relaxing the head down, relaxing the arms down. We're going to step back for a downward dog. So, bending your knees, planting your hands. One foot comes back, followed by the other. Take a moment here to just allow those heels to rest down and draw up through that navel. So, we're going to come into a pigeon pose. I want you to first come into a three-legged dog, lifting up your left leg. Heel comes up high, and then gently lower that down. So, same on the right. So just warming up into this, leg comes up, and then gently lower that down. Good, this time your leg comes up, you lift the heel up, hold it up. Good, now we're going to bring it into our pigeon pose. So I start to bring my knee underneath my chest, and I drop it on the floor behind my left wrist. Calf starts to come across the mat. So bring the knee forwards. That's it. Just a little bit further forwards. Further up towards the wrist. Other way. Foot goes the other way. That's it. Now, you can stay here if you want. Drop the right knee down. Top of the foot on the mat. So, okay? Yeah. Okay. So you can stay here if that's enough for you. The more intense the stretch, the more you bring this calf up towards the front. You get a bigger hip opener. It's not necessary. I want you to find where it feels right for you. This is not supposed to make you feel like a pretzel. It's supposed to just open out, and you will feel it around your bum cheek. Now, the most important thing in a pigeon is that your hips remain even. So you haven't got like one bum cheek really far forward and the other one further back. And if anyone's like, what is she doing? This is all Roland's fault, he requested it.
Well done, Roland.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He requested something else as well, I'm going to do that next week. So, press into the top of your foot at the back. Now I can feel quite a big stretch here in my bum cheek, but I want to lengthen through the spine. So think about pushing the pelvis forwards and lengthening through the spine. And don't let that heel at the back rock out to the side. Really press into the top of your right foot. Good. Now, again, there are lots of options in this pose and none of them are compulsory. You can stay here. Make sure you're breathing because none of you look like you are. Okay. You can stay here if that's enough. Like I said, I can feel this here. If you want a more intense stretch, or you can have a go, feel free to come back up again. You can gently fold yourself down onto your forearms. Now, don't want to hunch into the shoulders here, you want to lift up. Good. Now, make sure your back foot is in line with your hip. So a couple of you, they kind of snuck out towards the edge of the mat. That's it. Take a deep breath in here. Close your eyes. Exhale and relax. So your body has automatically gone and squeezed your bum and tightened up around the hips. Just see if it can ease slightly. If it's not easing, you can always come up a level and just let it settle there. So the idea is we sneak up on our stretches. So you want to find the edge and let your body go, yeah, that feels alright. I might go into this a little bit more. Not getting a stretch where your body just panics and then tightens up. Good. So long, slow breath. And exhale. And again, long, slow breath in. And exhale. Lovely. Now bring those hands back, plant them on the floor, lengthen yourself up through the front. From here, we're going to step back into a downward dog. So I tuck my toes, I lift up my right leg, and then I draw that leg back. You will notice that your hips feel very different from one side to the other. Give me a little walk through those feet, or walk through the hips. Little wiggle, whatever feels nice. Okay, so now you know what's coming on the other side. Three-legged dog, our right leg comes up. Bring the knee forwards, drop it behind your right wrist, bring the calf along the body. So, left knee goes down, top of the foot on the mat. So again, there isn't a perfect position for this front leg, it's wherever you need it. Just try and take the knee out to the side, and again, think about these hips. We don't want one 6 inches back from the other. The left leg will also come out to the side a little bit, so try and line that up with the hips. So make sure your left foot is pressing down. Good. Now lengthen up on the fingertips. Good. So push the hips forwards, lengthen through the core. Make sure there's no strain here on your lower back. Top of the foot on the mat at the back. Good. Nice deep breath here. And exhale. Now, notice how this feels on this side. It might feel very different. If you want to take it down, you can come down onto your forearms and you can settle into it. So be conscious of both of your hips being in line. You're not tilting over to the side. The straight line down the front of the left leg, from the hip past the knee to the top of the foot. Make sure that left heel isn't dropping out to the side, keep pulling it in towards the centre. Not hunching in the shoulders, lengthening through the spine, and then taking a deep breath in and seeing if you just soften gently into it. As you exhale, release. If your body's not quite at that release stage, remember you can always take it up a level. Good, nice deep breath in here. And exhale. Good, and again, deep breath in. And exhale. Now, slowly press into those hands. You're going to lift yourself up, lengthening through the front. You're going to tuck your toes on the left. We're going to come back into a little wiggly downward dog. So lift up the knee, take the right leg back, have a little walk around here. So just walking around through those feet, wiggling through the hips, gently just easing that off. We're going to come down into a child's pose. So our knees come down, top of the feet comes down, and then gently settle yourself back. So, ease yourself here. That's quite an intense stretch around the glutes, around the hips. Just let your body find where it feels nice, and it can really release into the floor here. Nice long breath in. And exhale. Good, and again, nice long breath in. And exhale. Lovely, gently bring yourself forwards. I want you to just come back onto your bottom. I want you to gently bring just the bottom of your feet together, just for a little recline, a little bound angle. So, have a wiggle around, get those sit bones in. Now, for a less intense stretch, you take your feet further away. For a more intense stretch, you bring them in. Try not to round through the upper back. Try and lengthen through the spine. Just give me a little butterfly here, a little bounce. Again, easing off on those outer glutes. And then come to stillness. Take a deep breath in, press the bottom of the feet together. Just let gravity naturally open through those hips as you exhale. Good, and again, nice long breath in. And exhale. Lovely. We're going to slowly start to roll down onto your back. So grab any coats, socks, blankets. We've got a blanket each.
If anybody wants one.
Yes, please. Thank you.
No one can rest.
I know.
That's what I'll probably go.
Yeah,
That'll be a warm one each time.
So just take a moment to put all your clothes back on and find a comfortable position to lie in, initially with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. So just have a little wiggle around in the shoulders and the hips. Finding your position of comfort. And then if it's comfortable for you, slowly lengthen one leg out in front, followed by the other, and begin to come into your Shavasana. Now you might prefer to do your Shavasana with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. So that is also fine. Use your blanket and your eye pillow if you want. Remember, the eye pillows do have oils on them, so if you are allergic to anything, don't use. So feel yourself begin to settle in, just closing your eyes. And as we did at the beginning, I want you to gently just scan over your body, from the crown of your head down over your face, past your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw. Just letting everything fully relax now. Past the shoulders, the spine, the arms, the hips, the hands, the thighs. All the way down to the tips of your toes. Just let your legs flop out to the side. And then our breath now, we're letting go of all control over our breath. We're going to allow our body to just naturally breathe for us. So feeling ourselves just coming into the lovely experience of doing nothing. So we're letting go of all doing, and we're just concentrating on being. If at any point you become uncomfortable, you can obviously move your position, but really just try and settle into the stillness. And as well as relaxing our body and our breath, we're also relaxing our mind. So setting aside anything running around in there, setting aside anything that we might be doing later, setting aside anything that we've done before this practice. We're setting aside these moments to rejuvenate. We're letting go of any tension or tiredness, letting go of any thoughts, any need to do, and just being. So this is time for yourself. If you do become a little bit chilly, feel free to just come into a seated position. We have nothing to accomplish here, we're just enjoying peace. Enjoying the stillness. Just softly receiving my words energetically, resting your mind. And the experience of relaxing becomes more and more effortless, and there's a serenity that comes over us. We're going to go through a rotation of consciousness where I just name energetic points throughout your body. You're going to allow your awareness to freely shift from point to point as I name it. There's nothing for you to do, there's no rights or wrongs. Just gently follow the sound of my voice. And start with the awareness of the point between the eyebrows. Sweep your awareness down to the hollow of the throat, the right shoulder joint, right elbow, wrist, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Back up to the right wrist, elbow, shoulder, hollow of the throat. Over to the left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Back up to the left wrist, elbow, shoulder, hollow of the throat. Sweep your awareness down to your heart centre, and then over to the right side of the chest, to your heart centre, to the left side of the chest, to the heart centre, navel centre, tip of the tailbone, right hip joint, right knee joint, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Back up to the right ankle, knee, hip, tip of the tailbone. Sweeping awareness to your left hip, left knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Back up to the left ankle joint, knee, hip, tip of the tailbone, the navel centre, the heart centre, hollow of the throat, your eyebrow centre. Rest your awareness at the point between your eyebrows. become aware of your breath in your nostrils, not changing anything, just simply witnessing. And on each natural exhale, I want you to feel that you're letting go of any tiredness. On your natural inhale, I want you to feel that you're bringing in energy. So exhaling, letting go of tiredness or tension. Inhaling and bringing in energy. So you exhale from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And as you're inhaling, you're drawing energy up from the tips of the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Just follow that breath for a few breaths at your own pace. Exhaling and letting go. Inhaling and drawing in energy. Now bring your awareness just back to your heart centre. And just notice how your heart centre gently rises as you breathe in, falls as you breathe out. I want you to bring your awareness back into your physical body. So feel all the points of your body that are touching the floor. Your heels, your calves, your buttocks, shoulders, arms, back of the head. Feel your body peacefully resting with the support beneath you. You're going to take a couple of deep breaths in, bringing some movement into the body. And as you do that, notice how your body feels as it begins to wake. As you bring your awareness back into your physical body. And then you can start to make some small movements. Maybe in your fingers. Maybe in your toes. Maybe even rocking your head from side to side. And then whenever you feel ready, if you want, you can start to make larger movements. The wrists, the hands, the legs. You can stretch, curl in any way you want. And whenever you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, you're going to slowly roll over onto your right side. Just taking a moment here to notice how your body feels. Notice how your breath feels. Notice how your mind feels. And slowly push yourself up to a seated position again, keeping the eyes closed and just finding whatever position is comfortable for you. Raising the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Keeping the eyes closed. And just to finish, I want you to picture in your mind something that you are grateful for, something that you give gratitude to. It might be a person, it might be a thing. It might just be you had a lovely cup of tea this morning. It doesn't matter how big or small. In your mind, I want you to picture this person, this thing, this item, and how it makes you feel. That warm feeling inside, that feeling of gratitude. Hold on to that positive feeling of gratitude. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, softly open your eyes, bring your gaze back into the room. Bring your hands to the side of the body, turn your palms upwards, take a deep breath in, stretch up. Keep the arms up and gently rock from side to side. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and bring your hands down. One last time, take a deep breath in, stretch up. This time, big sigh out the mouth. You're done, my lovelies.
Thank you.
Thank you.